Yeah.
Daily update.
Daily update. I'm hot, I'm tired, sweating. Look, sweating my ass off. Here, look, check it out. If you just here, daily update. Here's a tip. If you're just going out for a daily ride, you're just going out to grind. You understand? Ride a few miles because you haven't been anywhere, right? The worst thing you could do to yourself, right, to tire you out the most, that'll make you grumpy, that'll make you thirsty, that'll make you hungry, that'll wear you down, that'll burn up your calories and burn up your carbohydrates, is take a full-size backpack that weighs at least 20 pounds, right, with you. Now, granted, wait, down on my backpack, my fucking laptop's in here. Now, granted, this is my laptop. This is everything I need to work, and it's valuable and it's important. Right, so I have to take it with me, so I have no choice. Right, but if you had a better place, if you're one of those fortunate souls that lives in a car, or you camp in a van, or you live in a motor bus, you know what I'm saying, and you want to go out and you want to explore the little town or the city where you're at, do yourself a favor. Don't take your backpack. Take your water bottles.
Take your bike, leave the rest of the shit.
Yeah, leave everything else where you're at, you understand? But if you're in this position, if you're in the situation that me and the Anonymous Friend are in, where you have to take all of your valuable stuff with you, right? Okay, then the next most important thing to do is that along the way somewhere, right, along the route that you're going, you need to go and stop by a dumpster or some kind of a spot where you have found previously. You need to include this in your route, right, that you know there's going to be food there. You know there's going to be fuel for you, you know. Plus, you also want to carry with you plenty of water and
a man purse.
In case you didn't hear me clearly, plenty of water, extra bottles. I have two. Right? Anonymous Friend has the big giant one and his personal one. And you want to take your fixings. Right, you want to have a dedicated bag for this. Right, this is primarily the dedicated bag. You want to take your fixings for rocket fuel.
Sean Kennedy calls this a merce, a man purse, or a bitch bag.
But one of the three. I call it the army bag because that's what it is. You want to take your fixings for your rocket fuel, just in case when you do get to your appointed food destination, food source. If there's no food there, at least you have some type of energy source to pedal yourself back, since you're now 18 miles away from where you started.
Show them the trees here. And if you don't have one of these bags yet, you don't have what Brian used to call his carry bag, then
because we had to get rid of it because it ripped a hole in the bottom of it.
What I recommend is a bag from Maxpedition. It's called the Fat Boy Versi Pack. It's basically like this, but the whole top is it's got two buckles on each side. It rolls over. It's got a little flap to keep the water out. It's made out of heavier, more modern military type materials.
Yeah, this is old school canvas right here. This is World War II vintage.
It's designed to sit on your lap in front of you while the strap's around you. If you're in your car, because it's a pistol bag with some other shit.
Notice where I carry it. I carry it right here around my sleeping gear. Understand? So that there's easy access. It runs on the fork of the bike, so it doesn't rub the tire, and I can easily adjust it up or down if it ever does. Right? And when I set my bike down, it's the thing that I rested on, so that it doesn't, do any damage to the the brakes or anything like that, or the grips or the levers or any of that stuff. Now, update of the day. I woke up this morning, what? Huh? What? We woke up this morning, right, to me screwing up my external hard drive. And doing something, I don't remember what I did to it, but I did something where, what did I do?
You messed up the file system journal.
I messed up the file system journal right? And it locked all of the files, and it made all 132 folders and images and everything else, all 3,000 pieces of information on the hard drive. It made it read only, to where I couldn't move any of it around onto my laptop, which is what I was trying to do.
So we had to do a file system consistency check and repair the journal.
Did you get that? So we had to do a file consistency repair to repair the journal, right? Package something another. First thing you had to do when he woke up is you had to fix my laptop, which for me is pretty normal. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, but normally you can wait 20 minutes.
Usually, yeah, but I was in the middle of trying to do something, and then on top of that, we decided, you know, saying then the tire acted up. Well, actually, it wasn't the tire. The tire had a little pinhole or something, and it's been going up and down, up and down. We pumped it up, I pumped it down, but the bike pump acted up because we got this cheap ass Bell bike pump. I mean, it's so cheap that we haven't even done a review on it yet because it's a piece of shit. Right, but it started acting up, and in the end, he ended up ripping the valve stem clean off of the tube. Wouldn't let go.
So here's what we got, right? So it's got a rubber piece in here. I'll show it to you here in a second. It's got a plastic piece. Now when you're doing Schrader, this goes in here. This is what creates the seal. This is what goes in here and makes the seal on the pump end and lets the air go through into a Schrader. And then when you're doing Presta, you flip it around that way. You get a little hole. And the problem is that this rubber piece won't let go of the damn threads on the valve, and so you have to pull very hard. And
he ended up pulling the valve stem right out of the tube. Right?
Because I've already had to pump it up 700 times, and every time you're pulling like a motherfucker on it, unless you have the pump right here and push straight down at just the right amount of pressure. But here's the main problem I have with this pump, right? This part's okay. The pumping part, this is pretty okay. They designed this so you can replace this because they know you're gonna fuck this thing up. They know it. They probably don't sell that part.
Show them the swivel part.
And that's a pretty smart idea, but that's also a place that's gonna fail. Okay. The problem though is, in order to make this work, you put it on, and then you push this down, and if I don't know,
can't see it.
Huh?
Can't see it.
Can't?
No, it's too dark. Dude, I'm telling you, you can't see it.
Anyway, you push this down, and this rubber thing gets pulled tight, and that's what creates the seal on the threads on the Schrader valve.
Right.
The problem is that that's the position you're going to store it in your bag. So it's got the rubber stretched while it's in your bag. 'Cause if you store it this way, it'll break the shit off. So it's being stored stretched. So now it doesn't return back to its normal position because it's been stretched so much, and it doesn't want to let go. It's like one of them fucking sharks that just won't let go of you.
It bites on you, mother. So hence, ended up once again for the third time, ripped the valve stem right off of the tube. Right.
Tried greasing the threads.
Tried greasing it. Tried spitting on it. Tried all of it, but ended up having to change the tube and then a bunch of other stuff. So, and I needed to use the facility, so I just got on my bike because I couldn't take it no more, and I rode down to the fancy bathroom. And by the time I came back, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of other crazy stuff had transpired and this and that, whatever. So finally, cops are driving down the bike path and everything else. So we just decided to get on our bikes and go for a ride because we haven't ridden anywhere in like a week. And it was driving both of us crazy. Okay, so we got on our bikes and we rode. I don't know how far. The Strava's still tracking us. I mean, we've come full circle pretty much because we're almost back to where the Starbucks is.
2 circles.
Yeah, 2 circles. Yeah, 3 circles.
One going clockwise, one going counterclockwise.
Yeah, we've covered all 4 cardinal points of the compass.
And haven't probably gone more than 15 miles.
Yeah, total. But anyway, so to like close this up, right? We're probably going to go over here to Starbucks and upload the videos that we made along the way, probably make a few more, talk about some other shit. I'm going to start doing some more screencast videos because now that I got a clean install of Ubuntu 16.04 on my laptop, I could download some software applications that I could do some screencasts. My anonymous friend's going to do a couple of the technical screencasts, right, for his stuff and for my stuff to try to show you guys along. For anybody that's interested, anybody wants to know, let us know. right? Let us know, right? But remember here, look, summer is here, right? And water is your friend. Remember this. I've said this in a million videos. I've said this in a couple of really good videos. Look at that, my top 10 tips on how to survive, the city in the summer, right? Water is your friend, right? I do a bunch of other ones. We're going to be doing a bunch of, summer related video, right? Tips and tricks here pretty soon. Right, because here, for some unknown reason, the last couple of days, the sun index is just cranked up. It's gone out of the, off the meter, and it is actually getting hot here. I mean, by no means is it hot like it was back in Scottsdale, Phoenix.
You sweat more.
Yeah, but here, right? It's when you're hot, it's actually hot. Right, 90 feels like 105. So, this is us. Thank you.